We go 0 for 3 on the three best prop bets for UFC Vegas 85, and the long shot ends in a push due to the Aliaskhab Khizriev and Mahmoud Muradov fight going to a no contest, but still unacceptable. Got to hit at least one of these, especially if we're able to get them in the plus 300 range so we can still end up with some profit. But that was not the case this past weekend. Let's try to ride the train this weekend, as obviously I got another three best prop bets for you guys, a couple juicy ones, and a solid long shot for you guys as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First prop up that I got for you guys is going to be Michael Johnson by knockout at plus 145. He takes on Darius Flowers here, who is known to be a heavy hitter, but also likes to rely on his BJJ game. But I think that we'll see him, similar to his last fight, punch himself out trying to get that knockout victory over Michael Johnson, allowing Johnson to counter effectively, land his better shots, and eventually find that finish in the second round. Of course, Michael Johnson, if he zigs when he zags, he might end up staring up at the lights in this matchup just like he did against Diego Ferreira last time, but I believe he is the better fighter overall in this matchup. Just got to be worried a little bit about that durability, but regardless, no matter what, I expect, regardless who ends up being the winner here, to get their hand raised by finish, but I think it's going to be the veteran Michael Johnson by knockout. The second best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Brad Tavares to win by decision at plus 450. He's going up against Gregory Rodriguez, who's obviously looking to build upon his win over Dennis Tuliulian last time around. But I think that Tavares has gotten onto some rough times that people are blaming him a little bit too much for, which I think that he could bounce back from. This guy's a veteran of over, I believe, 12 or 13 years now with the promotion, was with one of the old Ultimate Fighter seasons as well. But this guy is a very crisp striker with good combinations, good punches, good calf kicks, as we saw in his last matchup against Chris Weidman. But he normally has good durability. I get it. Dricus du Plessis hurt him numerous times, but was unable to record a knockdown in that fight. The Bruno Silva fight, I thought that was a bit of an early stoppage, but Brad Tavares, again, he bounced back with that Chris Weidman win. I don't think that Rodriguez will have the power or the timing to find that big shot to put Tavares down. And if Rodriguez looks to get this fight to the ground, I think Tavares has good enough takedown defense to keep this fight upright and utilize his striking advantage that he has. He may not carry as much power as Gregory Rodriguez, but I think he's technically the better striker here, which should allow him to touch up Rodriguez over 15 minutes and win this fight on the scorecards. At plus 450, by decision, not a bad spot. Even his money line, which is hovering roughly around plus 200, worth a shot as well. All right, the third and final prop that I got for you guys here is going to be Robert Bryczek to win in round one at plus 150. Obviously, you can get a little bit more specific and go Bryczek round one by KO, but for the purpose of this podcast or this segment, I know there are some people that have books that do not offer those specific types of props, so I like to just stick with round props or just method of victory props. And in this case, we're going with Bryczek round one plus 150. Again, I think he is the faster and more powerful of the two fighters here. Not to mention Potier taking this fight on short notice. I think this is a spot that Bryczek can take advantage of all those issues that Potier could be coming into this fight with. Give me Bryczek round one, finding that shin, knocking him out, plus 150. Let's hope we can cash it. And the long shot that I got for you guys this weekend is another underdog. We're going to go with Bruna Brasil to win by submission at plus 800. Now, we've seen in Loma Lukbunmi's past couple fights that she's been a little bit privy with going out there and looking to take her opponents to the ground and try to grind them out in those positions. We saw her try to do it against Denise Gomez. She did it against Elise Reed. But I think that Brasil is the best fighter that she's faced in terms of pure jiu-jitsu, and she might find some trouble in those realms. I think that Brasil will actually be the one looking to initiate the clinch and trying to get this fight to the ground. And yes, Lukbunmi can be brutal with her knees and elbows, given the Muay Thai background that she has, but I think the strength should play a factor here in Brasil's favor, which will allow her to get this fight to the ground. Don't forget, Lukbunmi is a fighter that used to compete at 105 pounds, and I know she's had several fights now at the 115-pound weight limit, but she's still very small for this weight class. She's only 5'1", 61-inch reach, if I'm not mistaken. Very small, and I believe a fighter as big, long, and strong as Brasil should be able to have the advantage when they're getting in close, getting into the grappling realm, and potentially being able to pull off a submission as well. Plus 800 on one of the books. I've seen plus 1200 on other books as well, but I'm going to just post 800 just to be good guy here. But I got plus 800 on Bet Online right now. So Bruna Brasil, long shot by submission plus 800. there you guys go. 3 best prop bets and a long shot for this weekend's UFC Vegas 86 card. Hopefully we can cash. Hopefully we can come out in the green this weekend just like we have in the past couple weeks. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the immediate recap of the UFC Vegas 86 card. If you guys are up past midnight, make sure you guys keep your eyes tuned for that as I drop my immediate reaction for every single matchup, as well as all the nice props and juicy bets that ended up hitting for every single fight that goes down tomorrow night. I will see you guys then. Peace.